Hello, my name is John Brink. I'm the founder, president, CEO of the Brink Group of Companies, and we are located in Prince George. Not only in Prince George, we have a sawmill or lumber mill in Prince George and operations in Vanderhoof and in Houston. Now, Prince George is a unique location in central British Columbia. It is the Spruce Capital, in my opinion, of the world, and there were and are lots of lumber mills here and lumber-related companies that are directly or indirectly involved in the lumber industry. And I have been here for 56 years in Prince George, built a lumber company, a value-added company actually from the ground up. And in all the things that I've done, and having been very involved in the community, but also with the different organizations here, like the College of New Caledonia, the University of Northern British Columbia, and any of the things that build communities and builds the industry. I'm also a vice chair of the Council of Forest Industry. I was very, very involved in forming the value-added community in British Columbia. And then all those things, at one point, a man came into my life that stopped here at the front desk and wanted to get some pieces of lumber. Now, I was somewhat reluctant to go downstairs and talk to the person, but he kind of insisted, so I went down there and I met this fellow. I was going to say this young fellow. He is already in his late 60s then. It was about 4 or 5 years ago, and he was asking me if he could buy some short pieces of lumber, and he had been buying them at a retail yard, and they used to give him a discount, but they didn't want to do that anymore. So then, the more I listened to him, I brought him into this boardroom, and I started talking to him, and what I found out is absolutely, totally amazing, and I want to share it with you. So he told me about that his name was Jim Good, and he has a park about a half an hour, 40 minutes maybe, from Prince George in Salmon Valley that is called Goodsir Nature Park. And it is an amazing park. It is really a Canadian botanical conservation park where they are preserving a number of species of plants and trees from across Canada. It's 160 acres, and the more I heard, the more interesting I became. The first thing that I said to him, he can have all the lumber that he wants for free. And then I went down there with some of my people and to see what he really had. And we walked into Goodsir Nature Park, and I could not believe my eyes. It had been developed. There are at least 300 different kinds of plants and trees, all collected from across Canada. And Jim Good started this. He's now, today, in 2022, he's going to turn, I believe, 72. But when he was even a kid at 16, he already then went across Canada and collected plants and kept them and wrote about it and talked about it. And he has been doing that his entire life. Now in 2019, we became a part of his nature park in terms of being a support to him and building what he had been building his whole life. Now, the first thing that he wanted to do is to celebrate when he started the park 30 years ago, and we were part of doing that. And then since that time, we have been very involved in helping him, so have others, and more all the time. And that is really the objective of this video, to tell you about this amazing, amazing man, this amazing, unique park that has plants and trees and from all across Canada, and the whole story behind them. It is a treasure that we must together work on keeping in the Prince George region. I highly recommend that the CNC Research Forest Society consider Goodsir Nature Park's application for funding.